That doesn't help your employee performance.
How do you think about risk? What role has taking risks played in your life or career?
High risk,
I like
high
taking
reward.
risks.
You're
doing
it right now.
A big one right now.
You sold your computer, you left your apartment, now you're traveling and working.
You're living in those places.
I left the school early. I left the college at first course, and all in, guys. All in. We only live once.
YOLO.
Here we
To the
go.
moon.
To the moon.
Mars.
Yeah, buy bitcoins.
My Bitcoin.
Buy bitcoins.
I think I do calculated risks because I'm aware of, I like to know what the trade-off would be if I make the decision, like going to a classic pros and cons list. If it's a net gain, even if I lose this, I'll do it. Because I don't think we're ever going to get like 100% to win, like net gain if we take a risk. But I think it's better than, I calculated a lot of like ways it'll affect me, like family, financially, mentally, emotionally. And if it's one of those things that I feel like would, I'd say, have a more positive impact on me in the long run, I'll go for it, even though I know it's going to be like, it's going to suck shit probably to get to that point. Because yeah, that's what led me to here.
Fair. Yeah, no, I only take a risk when I know the chances of me coming out on top of it are greater. So I literally will sit there and assess like probability and everything. I don't just dive in and take the risk. I sit there, assess, calculate, obsess, overthink, give myself anxiety, go get therapy, and then decide whether or not I'm going to do it.
Go and get therapy. What's that?
Go get therapy.
Therapy
I can afford it now.
Therapy is great, man.
I can afford it now. Woo!
I think I'm going to be the exact opposite of Max. I would say high risk, high reward, right? Yeah, I like taking risk, but I don't enjoy gambling. I don't know why.
See, I'll play a card game because that still requires risk. I like less skill. So there's something I can't
Probabilities and all
control.
that stuff.
Yeah, that's something I can still control and
I'm
calculate.
afraid of going into casinos. I will
Lose all your
get
coins.
addicted very soon, I think.
Yeah, I don't like gambling. Especially with casinos, the odds are definitely not in your favor.
Oh, of course not.
Okay,
I'd rather go to time zone.
Yay!
Sorry.
what's
Let's just
that?
play DDR. It's an
Arcade. I'd rather do arcade.
Dude, I
than
miss
go to
DDR.
me and the
Okay.
DDR machine.
Oh, I got a question for after this one.
Homies.
Wait, what? Yeah, B-Rock, what are you going to say about?
For me, it's
Fuck
all situational. If it's a risk, like jumping off a cliff, then fuck no. But if it's like a risk career, like leaving my job and full-time going to VP, and that's a risk I'm willing to take. It's like stuff like that.
You're fired.
It doesn't help your employee performance.
But no, yeah. See, that was a risk I took right now. See, chat? Boom. But no, like
failed.
it's all situational. It depends on what it is. But like I agree with Max. All the probabilities, you gotta go into these risks with thinking ahead. Because if you go blindly and you're not thinking with the outcome, then sometimes the risks you're taking are just stupid.
And we always take a risk. Every single second, our life is at risk.
Could die right now.
A building might crash.
That's a
You
fact.
could die in a car crash. All these things are statistically low, but still
F in
there
the chat
are
if you're
risks.
having an existential moment
You're on
right
the
now.
high side of probability.
That's facts though, man. Shit.
Yeah.
Remember when when there was a fire like fucking 3 miles away from my house?
Oh my God, we were
At
okay.
the VP headquarters. Oof.
We were
Whoa, we can't disclose that information now, Joey. Come on.
Oh,
my house. It's my spare condo in Redacted. No, because we were recording a podcast, right?
Yeah,
When
we're in
you
the
got
middle of
the-
recording a podcast.
You got the not the evacuation one, but like a warning.
yeah.
yeah.
And I said, yeah, let's keep going.
We were like, no,
Everything's fine.
Like,
no.
like, no, you should pack up your shit.
Or like that time, like the earthquake happened, and that,
Which earthquake?
Which one? 'Cause-
the most recent one, the strong
Oh.
one that like
Oh,
was like a 4 point something somewhere.
Yeah.
Oh, Japan.
No, it wasn't Cali, I think, because we felt it.
Oh,
how recent was that?
I don't.
we
know.
feel
I don't
so
even know
many. It's
anymore.
hard to tell. So
Yeah, which is weird because it's like living in California. It's like, yeah, it's a 3.5.
So
It's
it's an earthquake.
nothing. And then like
Yeah.
people who not from here, like, should we go under the
Oh,
table? Should we
okay,
go under the
so-
table?
well, come
I-
on, like give him
I
credit.
I was at the immigration office getting for my citizenship. Like me and my family were like doing our citizenship stuff at the offices in Newark and in New Jersey. And there was an earthquake that like went through the East Coast. And I thought it was just some kid like shaking the bench that I was sleeping on. And I was just like, that's so annoying. And then the guard runs in and sends everyone into a panic saying, that was an earthquake, everybody out. I'm like, this is the worst.
wow.
I mean, at least here's the thing. I got mine all completed and stuff. There were people trying to take the elevator.
Oh,
I'm like,
Oh,
what?
wow.
I was wearing heels and I took it off. I was like, let's go. I'm running.
can we repeat the question just in case? I don't.
How do you? What role has taking risks played in your life or career?
I guess learning experience. That's the role it took because I've definitely taken roles in my career where I didn't look into it and I was like, let's try it. Let's go. That's a risk, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, I love like calculating everything and just if someone's saying, oh, I can get you a job here, I'd be like, okay, that's a good company, but let's go. What's the title? All right, look at Glassdoor, I think is what it's called. That's
Oh,
one
yeah,
of them.
Glassdoor.
Okay, salary. Yeah, I'll definitely look that up. But then there's other roles where someone just asked me, hey, can you do this? And sure, I'll try. Let's see what happens. That's how I got to do some choreo for High School Musical that I thought was going to be taught in like a course over 3 days. No, they're like, oh, can you teach it to them? They're going to be shooting it today.
Hi, Nancy.
Wow.
Tension over.
We're like,
Sorry.
fudge. Oh, they're saying hi.
Hello.
Hi, Nancy.
Nancy.
Tension grind.
Yeah, and I learned, I'm like, okay, dancing is or choreography is definitely not a career for me. That was fun, but I don't think I can do it again.
It's
But you got
stressful
that
process.
experience though.
Yeah, exactly. So I feel like taking risks is like a learning experience. Oh man, I took a lot of risk in stocks this year too. I don't even want to
Hey.
get into
Did you go to the
that. But
How much did you lose? No, I'm just kidding.
I
Don't answer
definitely
that.
I definitely earned without research, which is something you shouldn't do. I now research a lot more in my incognito browser
Mhm.
because apparently that's how you do your researching.
Yep.
Just
Or get a
Exact chat,
VPN.
Go into secrets
to
to
keep it like unbiased to your already formed search history, but
Mm-hmm.
I guess
Yeah.
to hide yourself as well, right?
Yeah.
VPN and incognito mode.
Damn.
And Tor browser on top.
Oh, Tor
So,
browser.
learning experience is the role risk took for me because they taught me a lot. Like you should research more.
or don't do this.
Okay.